It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Longhorns will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Moore to the air. The screen, and watch out. Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Handoff from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. When the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation. Goal line, 3rd down, touchdown.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd down, going up top. Pulls it in, it's low. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Looking for a gap. It's Hughes. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Moore will throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. With the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
From the crowd. Moore to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
They'll go with a direct snap. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
ISO means we're trying to ISO a linebacker, get downhill right now. Not trying to ISO a corner, get wide and start to go outside. A lot of times when you bounce that thing that's supposed to go in the middle, those guys aren't taking the proper angles out wide. They're assuming where the ball's going, and that's inside. Good job by the defense, but the offense has to know where that play's supposed to go.
Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? I can't wait to find out.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And the Longhorns are on the move. To the air, it's Manning. Swings it out to his running back. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has, how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Now they'll run it to the right here.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Man, that D tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and he was able to get that tackle for loss.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He'll take it himself. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Whittington. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Lets it fly. Wide open. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Oregon. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job by the offense there, setting up the play-action pass. They ran the ball the last play, so the defense saw run action this time. A lot of guys bit downhill, The quarterback had a chance to find his target outside. He puts it up in the air. Receiver does his job. They connect for the long score.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Manning. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes his man miss. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. He leaves it with the back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to beat him to the left. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. This is a designed run. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. It's complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
To the air, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Hughes. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Moore will throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Caught behind the line is Whittington. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. some of this, they'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Wingo. Creates a little space. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. The offense will quickly use a timeout. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw. It's Manning. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Just a little off. Incomplete.
A lot of times when that ball's coming out, you can tell the offensive linemen want to get those defensive linemen's hands down. They want to hit them, engage on them. Great job by the defensive end, getting his hands up in the air and getting the deflection.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way in deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a third and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
Back, and here comes the offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Running into the open space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Moore to the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they've ruined the drive with a turnover. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The give to the back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Manning. He'll get rid of it. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here is the offense on the 3rd play of this drive, getting the first down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy.
He's loose. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive.
Touchdown, Texas! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore will throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Benson.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Benson. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Wide open spaces. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Moore. Lots of running room. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Speeding down the left side. He's on the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense putting points on the board.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week one is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Moore to the air. Throws to the tight end. He caught it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Now on the option. Now the toss. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
You got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation? A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish.
Moore will throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year. But, man, this offense is rolling. They're up by 23 over Florida State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got a man. It's Baxter. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
30 seconds. Now, a 4th down.
They're in makeable field goal range, but on 4th down with this deficit, they'll leave the offense on the field. Snap it to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
The Longhorns are on the move. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Got his man quickly. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just...
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not.
Lofts one high and deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Ducks! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for him.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that 2-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is a game going down to the wire, but you'll love the gutsy call by the offense there.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Going right to work up top. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Moore to the air. With the catch, it's low. Still on his feet at the 45. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Gonna look downfield again. With the catch, it's Benson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Picked off to stop the threat. Got some room to run. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. It's a seam wide open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the 4th quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. The toss to the right. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on 3rd down after that run. Dropping back, it's Manning. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and that hit that time helped force the incompletion.
The short hands, it's Hughes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Snap in the shotgun. Steps away. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. These corners going to give them some space. Moore will throw. Looking to scramble. Fires left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged on the outside. It's Stewart.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Spits it out to the back. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down.
And that is a play you've got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. What a show both of these teams put on.